Hello. Alright guys, I'm gonna tell you guys right now, I can barely speak. I'm gonna do the best I can because I kind of missed you guys, and honestly I'm feeling it. I want to stream. I'm also chilly because I'm sick, and yeah. Record a voicemail with the smexy voice. Is it smexy today? Is it just... or is it just pain? I don't know. Hi everybody. Alex, let me speak for you today. Honestly, Annette, if I'm not feeling it halfway through stream, perhaps. Dude, the illness is going around rough. It's freaking awful. I have some tea, but I'm letting it cool down right now. Why are you so hot? Why am I so cold, more like? Chill with the sexy voice? Okay. Thank you, Shikigami. Hi guys, hi everyone. Alex using the mode Encore GMK Redacted. Still delays. Oh no, I haven't updated that in forever. Thank you, Proin. I appreciate your Prime performance.
Wow. 16 months with the handsomest mustachioed keyb man in the world. Alex, your voice is as deep as those blue cheese switches, damn dude. Time to let Anatar of the basement to help.
Honestly, I wish Annette was here. He could just take over for me today. He can build keyboards. I had some Buckley's, which is like cough medicine. I think it's a Canadian brand actually. So, dude, it's just like yesterday. It was like 4 or 5 o'clock. It was like 3:30, 4 o'clock yesterday, and then I'm just like feeling it in the back of my throat. And then 5 o'clock comes around, and I'm like, it's not getting any better. And I'm like, yeah, I can't speak, I guess. And then I just had to cancel the stream and move it to another day. And then today's been up and down. There are like moments where like it doesn't hurt as bad, but then also like I kind of feel like sore right now, like body sores. And then my stomach's been a little uneasy. So I don't know what's going on. I don't think I have sniffles, which is good. I don't really like being like stuffed up sinus wise, but like my throat feels like it's like rough and like, I don't know what it is, Baron. Y2 switches today, and they're pretty damn deep sounding side by side with the Y3s. Definitely tell the Y2s are deeper. Oh, maybe I do have to try them then. Thank you guys. I really appreciate all the kind words, everybody. I really do. It gave me, thank you, Daniel. I appreciate the kind words too. It gave me some time to clean up a little bit and do a little bit of other things today, but honestly, for the most part, there was like 2 hours where I just had to go sit in bed. And then I had to take like a really warm shower just to like, I felt yuck, you know what I mean, man? Also, hi Frank, how you doing? Well, if you guys don't mind bearing with me today, we're gonna do a board. It's actually a fairly well-priced board, but we'll take a look at it here in a second. Hope everyone's been doing okay. I don't know what switches I want to use tonight. I have these like old red ones that I don't remember what they're even called. I was given them. And then I have some TTC switches. TTC Haze. Could use these. They don't really need to be lubed, fortunately. But I'm thinking the other ones. The long poles. If it's what you have, I couldn't swallow properly. Yeah, I mean, I can swallow properly. Everything just hurts. So... Did you get sick from the event this weekend? This is the Ethan the blue hair guy from 1-0. What's up, man? How you doing, bro?
Better soon.
No, it was. I don't think it was from the event on the weekend. It was just randomly yesterday. So I think the distance between the event and yesterday is too far. I don't know what the hell it is. I don't know. I'm just hoping I feel better. Also, Darmok, thank you so much for the Prime. I really appreciate it, man. Blue Jay, thank you so much for a tier 1, bro.
Hope you feel better. My grandma would tell you to mix like 2 shots of honey and cinnamon, warm it up and drink it for your throat. Since grandma says so, it must work.
Yeah, cinnamon's tough. I don't know. I gotta do that. I gotta do something tonight before I go to bed. I don't know if I can sleep. Last night I couldn't sleep at all with this. So I'm running on like 2 hours. Oh my god. Kilu, thank you so much for the Prime. I appreciate you. Thank you. Forehead kisses? Who's giving them to me? Yo, I got a story to tell you guys. At around 3:30 today, I just had this gut feeling I should like boot up OBS. Dude, OBS like my whole system locked up. I had to restore my entire system at around 3 o'clock because it just, the moment I started OBS, everything just locked up. Like I couldn't exit, I couldn't boot up the computer again. Well, it booted up, but it would just lock up in 2 seconds. So as soon as you boot OBS, but yeah, it's fucking weird. You're surrounded by sick boards. They finally made you sick? Yeah. Honestly, I don't know what made me sick. And Saturday and Monday? Yeah, so Dream, it was like, when was the event? It was Saturday, I think? Saturday and then Sunday, Monday. So I think yesterday, yeah, I mean, I think that's too far. I don't know. I don't think anyone was sick at the event either. It's not like I was around anyone that was sick, I don't think. Unless everyone from the event's sick now. A def isn't too far? You think so? Usually I feel like stuff next day. I hope it's not because of my ADHD meds I took too late. I hope today I get some... Dude, and get some shut-eye, bro. Honestly, you need that, dude. I have a 5-year-old. I get sick every 2 weeks. You know, I'm listening to some chill music. I feel like this... I was listening to this stuff today, but we're going to listen to something a bit more chill. Let's listen to some jazz or something. Too crazy today for some of the stuff I'm listening to. Alright. I feel like shit, guys. Naveed, thank you so much for the Prime, man. So nice.
Thanks
thank you,
for the
dude.
positive vibes. Love this thing you've built.
Thank you, man. I actually did have some chicken noodle soup already, so I think I'm good in that sense. Dude, this is the Manta. The Manta here. Well, I'm gonna listen to some different music. I actually don't want to listen to this. Let's go to this one. All right. Hi, Elquan. How you doing? Again, if you need to stop at any time during the stream, don't worry about it. I'll let you guys know. Honestly, because before I was trying to talk to like use my voice, and I kind of like locked up within half an hour. But we'll see tonight. You guys like it? It looks good, right? Also, I got a new desk pad today. I thought it was much bigger, but it wasn't. In my head, at 5 a.m. this morning, I was like, I really want a gray desk pad. And I was honestly I felt like I was kind of like in a dream state. And I measured in my head wrong. But I think it's a fine size. Looks nice, big too. Yeah, I got off Amazon. Just seen the concepts for the Bit Power 2020. Oh, yes. Beat makes some good stuff. Okay, how about this? How about I read you guys the keyboard stats? Because this keyboard is actually... Do you guys remember the TB-65? The TB series with the cool back weight? That really interesting finish? This is like the new one. This has micro switch buttons, different mounting options, still has that really cool ripple finish. It's an interesting board, and it's going to start at $175. I think this was one of the more interesting ones we did last year, and I really like the updates that they did to it a lot. So, are you reading the YouTube comments? I am, Devin, I am. Just seeing the sorry, I read that one there. Save Anna's message in writing now. I should, huh? I'm aiming for extras of the TB-80. Yeah, I mean, I think they did a really good job with this. I'm interested to see how good all the mounting options are. We'll see, I guess. But they have different variants of the PCB. They got the tri-mode, wired, and hot swap. Sorry, wired solder and wired hot swap. So we'll see what this kind of all comes out to be. I don't have a price if the wireless is going to be more money. I'm assuming it is. So just keep that in mind. It's going to be a typing angle of 8 degrees, a 65% keyboard, and a 1000 polling rate PCB. So I'm just going to open it up because why not? They did ship this solo plate. I don't know why. And just as a little FYI, they did not specify if we can keep this or not. If they do allow us to keep this, sound like I farted, but I promise, guys, it's just the box. That sounded wet too. That's crazy. I'm distracted now. What was I saying? I'd have to give you a pen pop for now.
Tap Tap Tuesday, Alex. If you
Thank you,
lived
Zach.
nearby, I would spoon you some honey to make you feel better. Kissing face emoji.
I appreciate that, Zach. I'll give you 2 pen pops. Amazing. Saw my fave streamer on. Thank you. I appreciate that, man. All right. Yeah, genuinely a good price. Ooh. Get a nice hard shell case with this too. Pretty nice. Spoon fed, right? Something like that. I think he means both. Yeah, I was about to say that actually. Let me do this away from the microphone. Ooh, very nice case. All right. My camera doesn't like it, but I promise it's pretty nice. Too flat of a color. Nice, nice. So excited to see this. This is gonna be a good one. Hydrate, I got tea. I'm gonna take a sip of tea. I needed that. Yeah, I think they already did a 65 of this. Or a 65. Oh, wow, look at this. Wow, they went all out on this. So this is Tech Bear Studios in collaboration with Win Studio, I believe, who I guess is either producing or using their fulfillment or pipeline of stuff. Oh, I thought they'd done 2. Haven't they done 2 like a TKL and a 65? I'm pretty positive, Keeb. I don't really remember all the stuff they've done. I know they did a version of this in a different format. Dude, I absolutely love when people include things like this. I think this is the coolest thing ever. Yeah, I know, Daniel. Honestly, we should just like start tapping on things. Like, what do you guys think? Like,
Whoa, 17 months is like a long time. There is a meetup in August in MN and you can consider this your formal invite. You can come eat $6 smash burgers and see a few bands in concert. Also, what did the blanket falling off the bed say to the bed? Oh, sheet.
Oh, sheet. I love that. I gotta tell my dad that one. Cool. I do like a book. I think these are really awesome to have. Awesome. And they sent us the Tri-Mode PCB. Are those... What are these white lines? Huh. Tri-Mode PCB with Ooh, is this... This has weight. This is a copper plate. Is that even on the options? Wait, do they even have plates on the options here? I don't see plates. Oh, they have plates as a thing you can add. Yeah, they have copper. Oh, this is copper. Cool. You know what? I'm totally down to use this. I think copper could be fun for today. Cool. So what do you get inside the box then? It just says plate. I don't know what plate is default. Maybe the plastic plate is? It just says plate. Oh, you know what? This is a cool PCB. So what do we got? This can be PCB mounted. Shoot, I really wish we got the solder one. Ooh, pogo pin. And then, wait, a pogo pin and then what's this for? Is this for the, I guess the daughter board that's does all the other buttons, I suppose? Kind of a miss there. I would have liked to see 2 pogo pin connectors. Cool. These white things are nothing. It's just part of the design. Very cool. Lots of options on this too. Does that even ISO on this? Look at that. Even ISO. Does the plate support ISO? You might have to buy an ISO plate. Yeah, you probably have to buy one. Cool. Look at that. Very nice. Good options. Okay. Tech Bear Studios. I am happy with this so far. Let's put the manual back. And then it comes with a cable. I can't say I'll ever complain about having extra cables. Ooh, this is a nice cable too. All right, nice, very cool. So right away, I'm pretty happy with this. But where's all the little, oh, there was like another little box. Was there? I'm pretty sure there was. Oh, in here, okay, never mind. So here's where the keyboard gets interesting now. Is the finish of the board, and then it has some extra buttons. Ooh, hoo, 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 hoo. Whoa. That is a gorgeous finish on this. Ooh. So it's obviously a coated finish, but it's kind of speckled. This looks great. Let's take everything out because I kind of want to like visualize the board right now. Can you gently run your fingers through the buttons? For you, I can. Let's take this out too. Oh, look at that. We even have a stepped internal. So is this catchball on the side? Interesting. So there's catchball points over here. It's not exactly like an anno finish, but it has the smallest amount of texturing to it. The smallest. Dude, this looks sweet. And then, oh my God, I am so happy they did this. So if you guys remember the last time we covered one of these boards, they have this really cool finish. And they added part of that finish on these buttons at the top. Because these are all little buttons you can press. They use micro switches. Oh man, that is... Yeah, these are all buttons. You can click all of these. This is sweet, dude. I haven't even put this together yet, and I'm already sold. Is this? They even gave us stabilizers. There is a long foot on the back. It's okay. I'm not a big fan of the long foot. Would have liked 2 small feet. But look at this finish. How insane is that? So cool, dude. I remember last time I looked at this too. It really hasn't changed that much, but this is such a neat finish, bro. That is so cool. I love what they did with this. I wish I had the other one still, the TB-80, because the TB-80, I feel like didn't even hold it. Like, it was a good looking board, but this is way nicer. Interesting side profile too. They added some flair to like what is a standard wedge. This is really pretty. All right, I'll give them that. I think they did an excellent job with this so far. No, this is way nicer than the 80. If they redid the 80 like this, it would be interesting. Yeah. So I wonder though, there's only, what, 2 catch balls on this. Is that enough? I mean, I guess so, because this is just a little... Wait a second, this isn't really a catch ball. This is way nicer than a catch ball system. Is this like a press fit? So you press it in. Oh wait, hold on. Let's. Oh, that is cool. No, you here. I don't know how to better. Sorry, my throat's also killing me right now. You press it. I don't know the longevity of that because, like, what happens if you accidentally lean on your keyboard type thing? Maybe when we put it together, it'll make more sense. But this feels okay. So okay. I need to go on a little tangent right now. My main problem, so when Bull and I were doing the Manta design, for example, not the reason, but one of the reasons we didn't end up going with catch ball system or the ball catch system is it felt very violent to open. So we didn't end up going with it because it felt almost like you were destroying the board. So this feels a lot more gentle and a lot more fluid to open. I would have just maybe liked some way to lock it. However, you know what? I am not going to go too hard in criticizing this because I really like the approach they took here. Again, if you're typing on this, I highly doubt this will ever happen, by the way. But if you're typing on this, actually, does this rattle around? No, it's good. If you're typing on this and accidentally like lean in, you're going to pop one of the sides off. So I can see where this can maybe go wrong. But yes, I'm with Frank on this. I'm happy they tried something new. And I think so far it looks like they did a pretty excellent job of utilizing it, but we'll see as we build the keyboard. Damn, I am not over this finish. Do heavy-handed people end up messing up? Well, I've never used something like this before. This is the first time I've ever seen this. This is really nice. Okay, I'm going to give it to them. I think in this day and age of keyboards, it takes a lot for me to kind of sit there and go, that's new. Because we've been getting like same for basically everything. I like what they're doing here. This is so different compared to what's already on the market. I'm going to applaud them, guys. I think so far it turned out great. So what's on the back here? So we can just put the feet in since we don't really need to. Like, look at that, guys. Look at this. Oh, shit. Sorry, guys. I don't know when it runs. They didn't give me a date on that. But I would keep your eye out because I think it's... They told me the 20... Oh, wait, no, sorry. They may have told me the date. Hold on. Let me look through my notes. Maybe the 26th. Yeah, it got the prototypes got delayed, so maybe this got delayed, but it hasn't released yet. All right, and these are just push-in feet. Although, is there like a way? I guess this is the way here. Speaking ASMR today, guys. Yeah, if I'm a little bit slower, then. Well, okay. That I linked the Z Frontier link because I don't know if the Z Frontier link already ran in China. It might have already run in China. But let's see. Did any other brands have this in stock at the moment? I don't think so. Maybe KBD fans will have it too, because I see a listing on KBD fans, but I don't think they've listed it yet. So I'm not too sure. Another website does also state 245 USD, so just as like a little thing here. So we'll see. I guess we're gonna see. They could change the pricing. It could end up being, because I see another, like there's a bunch of different websites carrying this right now. They could change pricing. They could. Maybe the 175 is just the price for China. So we'll see. TechBear will sit on their site, and they have a few other vendors. Oh yeah, TechBear does have a website, huh? Why isn't it popping up? TB-65F. Oh gosh. It does look like KBD fans will have it though. And perhaps even drop. Although I don't know if they've already sold it through on drop. Starts at 245. Okay, so is the 175 pricing just for China? 245 though is still impressive for this. I'm gonna be honest, guys. 175 is insane. 245 is still impressive for this. I think so. Okay, that makes more sense. Yeah, they kind of just sent this over, guys. and then it got delayed, and then they never sent me anything else past that. So, ooh, okay. So you guys see what just happened there? As I was building this, the pressure was enough to pop these things off. Your country still has in stock. Can you link me a listing, Kyrian? I can't seem to see anything. Sorry guys, honestly, I have a bunch of tabs open for this, and then I had to go lay down today because my throat's just been like completely screwed up today. So I'm I'm gonna be real with you guys, a little bit ill prepared. Just because I'm insanely sick right now. Keebsmark? Let's go look at Keebsmark. What am I doing streaming? Unfortunately, guys, I can't afford to not stream. Let's go see Keebsmark. Keebsmark.com. This store does not exist. 182 on Taobao. Okay, so maybe it is still around. Okay. I don't think there's a finalized pricing yet. I think we're probably going to see some vendors pop up with this, but it looks like it could be anywhere between what, 225-ish, maybe who knows? Maybe it will be 175. I'm not too sure. But we'll just kind of base it off of 225 to 245 info. Alex just said he found it for 182 on Taobao, so interesting. Let's build it up. Appreciate the stream. Hope you feel better. Appreciate it, guys. My sub is coming in. Stream or not, no, I appreciate it. It's no big deal, guys. I don't want to be in bed anyways. I feel mentally weird being in bed all day anyways. Like just resting makes me feel better if I'm just being a little bit productive, even if I'm just being a little quiet streaming. Cool. Dude, this looks sick, man. I gotta admit, like, I can't stop staring at this. This is so pretty. Damn, that is so cool. How often do I cut my hair? Not often. We actually cut it ourselves here. All right. I guess let's start doing some stabs. Did they give us, is this plate mounted stabs? I'm fine using plate mounted. I don't mind. I'll use them. Plate mounted. I'm not doing plateless on this. There's no way. Ain't no way I'm doing plateless on it. Kyrian, do you have a link to Keebsmark? $200 with the aluminum plate? $200 is still insane. I'll put it this way here. For pricing, just because it seems like it's still up in the air, anything under $230 for this, I think is crazy. Because, like, take this in too, guys. Look at the machining on the inside. I'm not saying this is the most complex stuff, but, like, to get all this 4 mounting styles functioning, and there's batteries in here because it's wireless, this is a lot, you know? This is pretty crazy. Also considering the finish on this, also considering all the different pieces they're putting into play. Again, I'll even say this, maybe not even 230. Anything under 250, I think, would be a crazy price for this. If it does somehow manage to be about $200, like Kyrian's saying, I'll be thoroughly impressed. But it did run for 175 via Z Frontier. So if it can maintain somehow that price, I will be thoroughly impressed. I mean, yeah, here, TBS Clack has it for, depending on which plate you end up getting, $225 to start. This particular version would be $238 if you were to get this with an aluminum plate. Really, I think the design's really fun on this. What happened to the HHQB stream? We just moved it to Thursday. I'm so sorry. I didn't have time to do a double stream today as much as I wanted to. All right. So Switch designer here. I'm creating one now with a vendor. Would you be open to trying them on stream? Absolutely, man. Sorry if I don't seem so enthused. My voice is shot. Absolutely, dude. Just send me an email and I'll be more than happy to try them. All right, let's take these apart. Actually, are these already lubed? They are already lubed. That is crazy. That is cool. These are already lubricated. All right, well, we're still gonna touch them up, but I'll install them on the plate first, and then we'll go from there. I'm gonna use copper. Actually, I'll let you guys pick.
I have been busy and this is my first stream in a while. So glad to be here. Hope you're feeling better, bud.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it. Let me see if I can open that link, Kieran. Let's see. Okay, yeah. I mean, yeah, they're selling it here, and you're right. The price would be in and around 200 bucks. Not bad. Not bad at all. Why do some models have the power button under the caps lock? Seems like a poor design. Blonde Ape? I agree. I wholeheartedly agree with you. It is a stupid design to make you take apart the keyboard to turn it on. I've been saying that for years. I have nothing else to say. That is all I can really. That is all I could really nicely say here. Do you guys want me to use polycarbonate or copper? Little polycarb or a little copper? We're gonna try all the mounting styles because there's a bunch. There's like gaskets. Oh my god, there's so many here. I think there's even like a top mount variant. Is there a top mount variant in this? Let's see. God, I love this little push to unlock thing. This is so handy. No, there's no top mount. Bunch of gasket options. Yeah, so we have silicone covers. These are just screws. We have bottom mount. I think these are just extra pieces. We have gasket beams, which are those little dumbbells basically. And then we have one more. What is this? Spring capsules, which that's interesting. I need to refer to the manual for that one too. Cool. 4 different mounting styles. Copper, please. Okay. I'm down to do copper, guys. Who's the menu for this? It's running through Win Studios. I'm not sure if they're their own manufacturer, to be honest, or they have their own pipeline for things, but it's running through them. This is a really nice copper plate too. Okay, cool. Let's start with just popping in the stabs, and then we'll go in and manually lube all these while it's already installed. Is this just exclusive to this plate? I am noticing something that's troubling. The plate doesn't have many options. Let me double check something. I'm going to check the pictures they have of the plates to make sure my plates look the same as those plates. Yeah, they do. What's the point of having all the options on the... You need to get third-party plates? That is a bit of a blunder. I'll say that. This is the first thing of this board that I'll say is a true blunder. Why bother? Why bother having that at all when you could just make the plate? Why bother when you could just make the plate for yourself? I hope they end up having plate files for this. They should, because if you have to make them yourself. Did they mention anything in like the little notes here? They did not. Yeah, they didn't. Okay. Yeah, I don't know why. I don't know why, guys. Alrighty, let's just put together what we have. Bit of a bummer. Alex, is it really a wild difference between films on the Milky? Yes, I think you should film them. I think it's a pretty big difference personally. I really do believe so. Alex, sick or something, or is his alter ego? Oh, I'm pretty sick. Time to rebel and go plateless? I guess you could go plateless technically, but I don't know why they wouldn't just offer the plate with a few extra options. It makes no sense. Alrighty, and there we go. This keyboard's just apparently being sold on AliExpress for about $250. I still think $250 is a great price for this. Like I said, anything under $250, in and around $250 and under, I think is an insane price for this board. Although the plate file is lackluster. Maybe going plateless of this would be really, really fun, but I don't want to do plateless hot swap. Okay, I am going to touch up these stabs. Plate mounted stabs? I don't mind plate mounted stabs in the slightest bit. I think they're actually pretty good. I have no hate for plate mounted stabilizers, and you know what? If they come with the board, even better. Free stabs, I cannot complain about. We're just going to touch up all of these guys. I have never ever once had a problem with these guys. What if they come with the board lubed? Well, actually, they did have a little bit of lubricant on these already. Actually, I'm going to use the syringe for everything here. It's just easier. Canadians $274. Oh, for shipping and stuff? I mean, honestly, guys, shipping sucks right now for us here in Canada. You want to know why? Because everyone's going on strike. Shipping options have been pretty butt. There was another board with pre-lubricated stabs recently. There's been a few. There's definitely been a few. Yeah, unfortunately, like, as much as I want to be like, shipping, like, I wish it was cheaper, like, I get it also. For Canada, at least. I understand. I honestly way too lucky. I did something responsible today, and even though I probably could have went to the mail box, I didn't, just because I don't want to get anyone else sick. Like, in the event I do have COVID or something, I don't want to be that guy. You know what I mean? I don't want to be that dude who goes to the post office coughing and sick. I'll take a little pause, even though I'm going to be real with you guys. It has been making me a little bit stressed, being a little bit under the weather. But I'll take a little pause from things just so I can feel better. All right. I'm going to use some long pull switches. These are some... I don't remember which ones these are exactly, but they're the ones that came with the Taiga. I've been wanting to use these. I just haven't had the opportunity to. But they're a really nice sounding long pull switch. Sup bros, I'm new to the keyboard world, but it seems really interesting. I stay with my hands and make decision players. Dude, decision paralysis is real in keyboards, for real. I get it. But welcome in, my friend. The best thing to do is just to kind of make a decision. Sometimes you just gotta pull that trigger. Actually, this seems like a very straightforward board to build, although I messed up with the switch here. Actually, did I? Not really. We're good. We're good, we're good. Typing on my Parabolica right now, such a great board. Parabolica was also a really good release recently. I am going to follow up to see what other vendors will eventually carry this, because I'm super curious. What mount did you like more for the Parabolica? Can I be real with you, Niku? My brain's a bit foggy from medicine today. Whatever I ended off with the Parabolica, I believe is what I liked, but I don't remember which one I used. It's funny because I was literally typing on the board today. So, was it Tadpole I ended off with? Probably, it makes sense. I'm in Canada for work. Are there fun mechanical keyboard shops in Toronto? There is Osime, and I think that's literally it. I don't think there's any other keyboard shops, but there are keyboard shops, as in like typewriter shops, but not actual mechanical keyboards. One day, guys, if I ever have some money, I will open up my own shop. I will make a place where people can come hang out anytime they want. But until then, I do not have that type of money. I am, yeah, they're pretty bright, huh? Yes, they're located in, I think the shop is located in Markham, which is north of Toronto. Although I don't really remember. Dude, there's like there's a fly. When I opened the door today to let my girlfriend in, and a fly came in, and honestly, he's been buzzing around. It's too hot outside, I suppose. What mouse am I using? The Beast Max. The tea is actually helping a lot. I will admit, everybody, the tea is doing wonders for me right now. I'm pretty sure they're the Arowana Reds. You're right. Pretty positive they are. God. Sorry, guys. I'm so sluggish right now. I just sent a figurine for a friend. It weighs like nothing. $120 to send. Yeah, shipping's crazy right now, guys. No worries, Alex. It's okay, Alex. You're sick. It makes sense. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it. If I'm being real, I really wanted to spend time with you guys, and I don't think I could have really afforded to miss another stream in terms of like just time. So, although I am glad we didn't skip this, because this is really cool. So like, little recap of the board so far, just like everything. It has a pretty unique enclosure system here. I don't think I've seen this on any board yet. They're not catch balls, it's more of like a press option. Although I can see this having a little bit of an issue going forward with someone who maybe holds on to it or moves it around funny. It does have some really nice finishes. It has some really cool weight finishes as well, which I think goes hand in hand. What else do I really like about this? The construction of the board, like even all these little parts on the inside here, just you can see there's a lot of love that went into making sure all these mounting systems work. The PCB has a lot of options. The plate, however, does not have a lot of options, which is shitty. Yeah, there's a magnetic daughter board here, but it does look like we have to use a ribbon cable to attach this, which is interesting. And maybe that's why they made the enclosure. But it does also have 3 buttons right over here. These are micro switches here. Thank you, Ambi. I appreciate it. Let's see. You can't really pick it up from the top. There's nothing really to grab. But I mean, like, obviously, even if I try to pick it up from the frame, it's fine. It's only when you push down to unlock it. I do like this system. I think this is actually a really smart system. It does not feel bad at all to open. This is very, very nice. I think Diego had issues fixing PCB mounted stabs. I didn't do PCB mounted ones. I just did the plate mounted ones. I'm not really against plate mounted stabs personally, but I have not tried. Or fixing mounting. What happened? Wait, sorry, Nico, can you repeat the question? Dual shot would look fire on this? We can maybe make dual shot happen today. Thanks for being patient with me, guys. Mounting PCB mounted stabs. Oh. Yeah, I didn't even try. But I'll take Diego's word for that. This is actually a review board. However, they didn't specify, like I mentioned at the beginning of the stream, whether or not I can keep this or not. If we do get to keep it, it will be probably given away in the upcoming July giveaways that we're going to be doing. I tend not to keep too many of these prototypes for tons of reasons. The biggest reason is I am not someone who likes to hoard things. Like I don't need that many keyboards. I happen to have a lot because of the nature of what I do, but I give away so many. Yeah, exactly. What's the out dent on the right? Out dent? This little thing here, you mean? I'm pretty sure those are LEDs. There should be even one other LED here on the back somewhere too. I think it's like literally above this or somewhere. We can turn it on later and find out. I'm trying not to hoard, but I have like 15 plus keys, though I am trying to sell them at the moment. Here's the thing, like, don't let me and my ideologies of like how I want to live my life like influence you guys either. I will say though, like, space is a huge issue for me. Like, we do not live in a big place, so I don't have the luxury of being able to have like, I mean, I have some built-in closets next to me where I put in some stuff, and I bought some more storage. But like, I don't have like a full walk-in closet like other content creators have, where they have all their storage stuff. I've never had that luxury just because I've always lived in very small places. But I think in a way it's kind of a blessing in disguise, because forces me to really be cautious of what I buy and stuff. So, cool. For my short searching around, and I may be wrong about this, why are LEDs so uncommon? Some of them do offer through-hole LEDs you can make, but it's just a lot of the keycaps don't offer like LEDs, basically. Like, you can't really do much with them. Alright, so this is so interesting. How many keys will you give away, or will you give just for fun? Wait, how many keys will you give just for fun? Can be a number meme. Oh, I mean, realistically, there's probably going to be another like 15 to 20 keyboards this summer. Every giveaway lately has been about 15 to 20, just because it's usually all the keyboards in between that we give away. I try to do it as many times as I possibly can. Alright, ribbon cable goes in. That's really nice of me. I try. Wait, do we even need the ribbon cable for this? We do, right? So where does the other side of this ribbon cable even go in? I'm confused. Let's read the manual. Because I would assume it goes into this button thing here. Oh, it goes into this. Never mind, I see. And then this gets put in the bottom. Oh, that makes a lot more sense. I know. You know, my birthday is in the summer, and FMJ would make a great gift. Damn. I think some people might fight over that one. So does this just sit like this? Alright, so this would go this way. Okay, so this is just to shield this little part that makes contact with the top frame. Cool. Let me read the manual for a second. I think you're the most consistent keyboard content creator. A lot of creators have fallen off, sadly. The truth is, keyboards are very difficult, like, to make content on. Even just being in the mood to stream isn't like gaming. Gaming is, it's its own beast, but I will admit, like, you can kind of shut your brain off and just play the video game. With doing keyboards, it's being social, critiquing things, which also requires like preparation. Like, for example, today where I'm sick, I feel like I didn't get enough of my usual preparation in, and I don't feel good about it. But I mean, like, I'm sick, so like, what am I supposed to do? And I feel like with keyboards too, it's just very tough to like. Yeah, it's very tough, you know. To be honest, video games is also being social if you're not top 0.1%. To an extent, I agree with that. But I think with games, because I did do a few game streams here and there, there's more time in between. You don't need to have like full-on conversations 24/7, which feels a little bit better. Mechanical keyboards have been a very, it's very tough for a lot of reasons to break into streaming. Alright, so does it tell us about the mounting notes? Here we go. I want to try, let's just try a simple one. Let's just try the gasket silicone beam. Well, I've only been playing Stadium, and I'm the elite rank or whatever, like one of the top ranks, I think. I've been very much enjoying that. Does it go with that little thing go down? When it comes to this, I think I'm really interested in doing a whole through-hole keyboard. Oh, do it! Yeah, it's a lot of fun. It's challenging, though. I'll tell you that much. Okay, this little part goes down. It's cool seeing all the wires and resistors. Yeah, I actually really agree with that. I truly think it's kind of cool. Wait, does it go down or does it go this way? Wait. I think these go on here. Is that correct? Let me see. This is why having these guides are so nice. Imagine depends on the game. If you're playing FPS, you don't really have much time to talk. If you're playing like yeah, exactly. Or if you're playing like a story game, you can kind of make like a little more light of it. But the talking point for games can usually be about the game. Sometimes keyboards, you run out of things to chit chat about. All right, so I guess this goes. I guess this does go on this. I would make that assumption. Oh, for more details, go in the what's inside part. Does it tell us? Yeah, the silicone pins go down. Okay. I think I understand this then. I will do that then. Okay. Okay. Just had to make sure. Have you ever thought about making your own keyboard via DIY GitHub variants? You mean just kind of like assembling it via that, or like getting things made via that? When's the last time I played Apex? Oh, I have not been playing Apex at all, man. Honestly, I kind of fell headfirst into Overwatch these days. Believe it or not, as much as I kind of like detest Overwatch at times. Alright, so this is just going to go like this. Does that sit nicely here? Or am I going crazy? Okay, that's actually very easy to install. Oh, I left one of these here. That does not go there. I think that was just an extra. Okay. Alright, this installs really nicely. The magnet connected, this just sits in there. It doesn't have to be fiddled around with. This is a very, very easy install. This is kind of cool looking. Actually, I think the pairing of all this is cool. And this kind of just clamshells in, and then that's it. That's the board. Stop. That looks so good. Let's turn it back on here. That is actually pretty fly, bro. I like that a lot. Well, yeah, it's wireless. This one here is a wireless PCB. And then apparently these buttons on the top. Let's find out. It says a single switch to press the light to. This is for lighting effects. Single press to switch the light effect on the short bar. So this is for the top one. Oh, so they're independent. Oh, wow. That's pretty nice. Oh, and this is for... Dude. Pause for 1 second, guys. They made this the button for wired versus wired mode. Wireless versus wired. Remember who we were just... Like... Remember how we just talked about how it's stupid how people hide the keys or the switch underneath the keys? That is actually such a good quality of life feature. I love that. I'm gonna go back to rainbow. Designer was hella smirking when you said that. Alright, let's go find keycaps. We'll try some of the different mounting styles. We got lots, so we're gonna go through a few. I don't feel confident I'd accidentally press this. I feel confident. I don't think I would. I don't think I would accidentally hit this button while I'm typing. I can't foresee it. That's a pretty big misstep there. Well, I was thinking dual shot. Let me see what I got. You know what? Even if... where is it? Yeah, maybe dual shot. Mars Cadet. Believe it or not, I don't know how I feel about Mars Cadet on this one. I really hope this sounds good. We do have some foam we can play with if we end up not liking this. But I'm hoping it sounds really good. In theory, the internals... Oh, this is a 6U. Oops. The internals should be decent because it has some step ridges on the inside, which should help with some of the sound profile. It's a Manta rocket. How are you? Okay, question actually, because how are you guys liking this board? I'm not sure about the sound profile yet because obviously we haven't built it. Nor am I don't know what mount I'd like. But I think other than one issue, I think this is a really cool board. I actually really like this design over here. Regulicious, thank you so much for the tier 1, man. Don't make me smile too much. I ain't even feeling that good and you're gonna make me smile this much? Come on, bro. I'm feeling it. I do like that modern look. It's cool, right? I don't want super. No, super should go here. I'm a fan of the TB-80, and this one's really cool too. Yeah, I think I'm sold on the aesthetics of this, and just the overall design language and the build experience has been very solid so far. The no foam clack really hits on this board. A little bit.
Our Canadian cutie says what?
There it goes. Thank you so much, Regulicious. I appreciate it, man. Should I say what, though? Is that what I'm supposed to say? It does have a bit of a Matrix vibe. But I'm not upset about that at all. Like, not in the slightest. Not in the slightest. These are the Arowanas, I believe. The ones Wuche did with them. We have some cool artisans maybe we can use too. Maybe I'll put one or two of these on. Hello, Mustache Man. How you doing, dude? Dude, I just got the set for 50 bucks. What a steal! Oh, during the big sale Omnitype had. Yeah, that is kind of redonkulous for this. Seriously ridiculous. I have a feeling there's some mounts on the inside, some mounting points we'll probably take a look at. We'll go in depth on those. But I just kind of want to get a general sense of the board with one of the mounting styles first. Because I can tell there are some areas right now which I'm not liking a little bit in sound profile, but there are some that are really good, so maybe it'll also just be to find what works with this copper plate. I need like a desk with a glass bottom with like a mirror so you can appreciate also the back of the keyboard. Dude, I don't know how you guys feel, but listen, I am too much of a chicken to ever get a glass keyboard or a glass table. Too much of a chicken. I don't know if I could ever do that myself. I see sometimes those posts online, you know, of people's glass desks just exploding basically. And I'll pass. I ain't about that cleanup life, you know. I am not about cleaning that up. It would look gross after being used for like a second. Oh, because all the smudges and smears. Yeah, bro, I feel you. I get you there. I would love for you to have the desk and do those top-down streams, so you guys can see my feet. Is that why? That's a huh moment. I have a glass floor pad. Wait, a glass floor pad for my desk chair. Pause? You mean your chair wheels around on a piece of glass? Plexiglass for carpet. Can you link that, Derbs? Oh, it's plexiglass, so it's more of like a plastic then, right? Is it just so you like don't damage the floor and stuff? That makes sense. My parents.
No, now Alex not giving away like those toesies for free, guys.
Calling them toesies is too cute, though. Thank you, Conan. I appreciate you. Oh, dude, I used to have one of those really thick carpets, and I remember this is before. I never had those like floor pads for it, and I'm struggling.
Hello, sorry I'm late. I was practicing drums for my audition coming up.
Oh, audition for... Wait, what are we auditioning for? But yeah, my chair would always get tangled in that. Thank you though, Tatlin. I appreciate you being here. I'm a little sick. I'm a little under the weather. I'm a little slow right now, but we're getting through it. Oh, let me see this. Alex foot reveal at 100K? Never. I mean, that's pretty clean looking, I gotta admit. God damn, this is expensive. Is this the one you have? God God damn. Guys, the moment I feel 100% better, we'll do a really long just chatting stream. Because I got so many things I want to really fill you guys in on, but I feel like I get too excited and I would just go overboard in talking and my throat would kill even more. Pinky swear, guys. What we chat about? Oh, just life. Nothing specific. Just a little life things, you know. You can fill me in as much as you want. Huh? I was hanging out with my girlfriend and she showed me one of your YouTube shorts and she said, "Isn't that axolotl guy?" That's not the first time I've been called the axolotl guy. So I'm glad I'm recognizable in some sort of sense, though. Alex with a spill tea? Oh, it's no, I got no tea to spill. I just wanted to chat with you guys. That's it. I have these accents for dual shot, but I do not want to use them yet because I do not want to shine them. The accents, I feel like, are the best part about this keycap set. I freaking love them. I think they're so cool. Oh, you're talking about physically spilling the tea. I don't want to, but I can't make promises. I've waited for this live so much. It's 3:08 a.m. Help me sleep. Just listen to my voice. Listen carefully. Listen quietly. Or carefully, quietly. I don't know what I'm trying to say. Just listen. I'm gonna put this artisan here because it's kind of cool. Actually, no. Pause. Audition is for my college's drumline. I'm trying again for the snare drum, which I didn't make last year because of some really tough competition. It's hard competition this year. Oh, I'm really happy for you, Tatlin. That makes me really happy that you might get it. I am gonna. I don't know if there's like a specific thing I have to do. Like, is it, you know, cross my fingers or, you know, what is there like a specific one? Just wish you luck type thing. I hope you the best luck. Oh, I have to go get my other case of dual shot because I left the other pieces in the other case. 1 second. Alex may be slow right now, but I'm slow all the time. Sorry, not sorry. I blame the TDC. I don't blame you, man. Type R's? No, these are not the tactile switches. But let me go with the other set of dual shot here. What? Okay, watch it watch it in its entirety. Way Too Lucky. Because Way Too Lucky said second season of Andor ain't hidden. You just gotta keep going. That's the unfortunate answer to this, is you just gotta keep pushing. It'll hit, trust. Ooh, I'm gonna put select there. That sounds fun. It's a build up in my humble opinion. Just keep going. I pinky swear it'll get good. Sorry, that was loud. Oh, I forgot a key. What? I'm gonna put this little. That doesn't go there. I'll put this guy. That's kind of fun. All right. Okay. So please change the right shift. Oh, you're right. You know what? You are correct. I should put the blue one, huh? You're right. Hold on. Everyone. Beast mode makes a really good point. I cannot argue that in the slightest. So, let me take this keycap off real quick. put my switch puller. I don't think DualShot's underrated. I just feel like sometimes DualShot gets crap for being DualShot. Let's use this. I was taking off this. There we go. My OCD thanks you. I thank you. Okay. I want to do another quick retap on this because I am really enjoying this. This is a cool build, man. Okay, so we have a lot of cool things that this board has to offer so far. And I'm genuinely over the moon about this. First of all, price point. Without jumping to any sort of like, this is this price point yet, it does seem like the board is in and around the $240-ish mark. $250 and lower. Again, depending on where you order from. That's going to be kind of dependent on a lot of things, but we'll kind of let it be at $250 and lower. We'll just take the highest of all the numbers we've seen and then use that as the basis for this. I'll try to get more clarification from the manufacturer on this, like for the vendors carrying it. But the finish of this board is outstanding, even at the $250 price point. You know, because I would have a little bit more expectation from that. This is so good. All the finishes everywhere, including on this really cool weight, are fantastic. Even the copper plate had a good finish to it, like a good clear coat. It wasn't blotchy or liney or anything. Like, this is some seriously good anno on some of these parts. Ignore my fingerprints. The coating looks really good. The machining on the board is also very good. Everything holds up pretty nicely here. I can't complain at all. Like, you even have this small little lip, which is kind of cool in case you need to get under it, in case for some reason this like clip doesn't pop in, but you can see that clip there, which we'll talk about here in a second. Very, very nice. I like the overall design of the board. I think this looks cool. You know, actually, maybe I would have gone for some sort of inlay here of a different color on the front, but I think that's fine. Beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous. The buttons, because if you guys remember on the TB-80, it kind of hid away all this really cool finish on the weight on the back, and then it said, yeah, that's all we got. They moved some of that cool finish here on the top, and I really appreciate that. I would have gone with all three buttons having the cool finish, though. It seems like they only did two buttons, and then one they kept kind of like different, or I don't know if that's just my unit. It was really small, though, the badge, right, Dream? Like, you couldn't even tell, if I recall. Honestly, I wish I had the TB-80 in front of me, but they've really made this a bigger piece on the front. I like that a lot. And then we have a little LED over here. Beautiful, beautiful. So the next part of the build, which I really enjoyed. I like this. And you know what? Actually, even I don't think there's a way you can really accidentally press this off unless you're lifting it up. But the way this enclosure works, I didn't even do the sound test yet. The way this enclosure works is you just basically push, release, and it's open. I think that is, for me, the biggest selling point of quality of life for this board. I think that is a crazy good way. And I'll say this, I think this feels a lot better than Catchball. I think this is a lot nicer. Now, again, I don't think this is going to work for every type of board. I think you're going to have to be, it's going to have to be a very specific type of way you design this. And then it just locks back into place. And then you wouldn't be able to lift it up. Like, I'm putting a lot of force into trying to just get this to separate, and it's not. But that does feel really good. Yeah, when you use the ball catch system, it feels like you're 100% like you're violating the board. It feels like you're violently hitting it. But really, really appreciate that. Like, you just press a button there, you're opening it up, and then this has pogo pins underneath, and then boom, you have access to your board. Let's just put this back for like a quick second. I like that. I like that a lot. Some misses of the board, however. The plate. We have one of the plates right over here to take a look at. I don't know why this... I really don't fully understand why this was done this way. But the plate doesn't have all the options the PCB has. And I don't get why that was even a consideration to make the plate so limited. It's not like the plate needs to have a limitation on it. I don't get it. It's a pretty big miss. A 7U plate file will be provided. Like, provided as in people can download it and then reach out to someone else to spend more money. I think that's a miss, though. You know what I mean? Keep saying. Like, I appreciate them. I appreciate them. Oh God, my throat. Providing it. I think that's really good. But like, why not just make it? You know, like that's the weird spot to me. Like, I don't fully understand. Yeah, weird, right? Some other notes, this does have 4 mounting styles, and I think all the mounting styles are fun. They look like they'd be fun. We're going to go through them all. We're only going through one right now. But, pretty cool. Internal structure of the board's pretty simplistic. Rattling. Does this make any rattling noise, guys? Well, okay, that's clicking it, but... Believe it or not, I think that small rattle that I can hear is actually from these things. I think it's these that are rattling. You guys hear that? It's just these buttons over here. Honestly, I don't think it's bad at all. If these buttons, yeah, like if I hold down those buttons, so I think it's really just these little micro switch caps, whatever you want to call them. Not much you can really do there. Nice though. And then you have your on and off control for your wireless and wired right here too. Cool, right? Very, very cool. Oops. I really think this is neat. Well, did I mess something up here? Hold on one sec, guys. They might be remappable. I'll have to double check here in a second. There we go. Oh, it's going into wired or wireless mode here. I don't know which mode's which. I think I have to hold it for a certain button or something like that. Anyways, doesn't really matter. Now, we're going to see how this sounds like. We're using the HMX Arowana switches. We can change up the spacebar as well. We'll definitely see that. Copper plate, which I think is kind of fun, with no foam, even though they did provide a crap ton of foam for this keyboard. So let's plug it in. Hopefully we can get it on the right mode here. Okay, so is it on the right mode? Let's see. Quits, notes. Yep, we're in the right mode here. And then, damn, I want this this top LED to come back on. What did I do? Why isn't it coming back on now? Oh, you know what? Did I not properly? Oh, I did. Hold on. Let me refer back to the manual before we type. I'm sorry, guys. Single press to switch the light effect of the short bar on the front. Is it like a long press? Alright, well, I'll fiddle around with this later. Does the back of these work? It does. I'm not too sure. Alright. Little sound test time. Here we go. Okay, spacebar is too bright for me right now. We're going to see if we can make that a little better. Loving the alphas. Modifiers with the exception of the spacebar. Amazing. Love these modifiers. Let me see something. Actually, you don't even need to unplug this, but is it just this one gasket that happens to be? I feel like that did change it. This is still really bright here. I see that thing flashing every now and then, but let me just try to change this spacebar because, again, not every switch and not every keyboard is going to work 110%, so maybe we change it to a cherry switch just to see what it sounds like because we're pretty accustomed to cherry switches here. And then we can go from there. I do need a switch folder, actually. Here's one. Ooh, there's a lot of flex with this. God damn, that is soft. All right, the HMX switch, too sharp for this. The cherry switch? Nice. All right, this board sounds really good. It feels really good too, guys. Like well, so far this one mounting style feels like, is it my favorite spacebar in the world? No, but I think this is really good. Love the alphas, love the modifiers. Maybe we can play around with what mounting style we're using and kind of get a different feel out of the spacebar. Also, we're using a copper plate, so not to excuse it, but could also do something to how this sounds. Huh. That is really nice. I love the way this feels. It's a very soft, very, very soft approach to this in a lot of ways. Let me actually just tune the spacebar a little bit more. This is really nice. Okay. I think just need a little bit more tuning as well. Okay, I really like this spacebar now. This is a nice board. Damn. All right. Cool. Let's play around with some other mounting styles. This is nice. Guys, I don't know. I think this might be a pickup. This is a cool one. Take care, Dream. I did a little bit of lube and then I just reseated the switch just to make sure. I think it was a mixture of both, me reseating the switch and then adding a little bit more lube to the stab. All right, so next up on the list of trying, so I like the gasket beans. So far, because I've tried nothing else, these are my favorite. Dude, this is a sick keyboard. This is really cool. I might have to do a little written article on this or something. I actually really appreciate this one. The assembly of this is phenomenal. Like, this is, I think, probably the most painless keyboard I've ever built. Like, I really couldn't tell you that this is difficult in any measure to do. I like the instruction manual. Like, it feels like an actual product instead of just a hobbyist thing. We could just try regular gasket mount, but I have a feeling that's going to do nothing for us here. Let's not bother. You know what? Screw it. Try it all. So these are just standard types of gaskets. And these just go over... I'm assuming these. No. Yeah, that goes like that. I hope that you have extras for that click lock thingy. What do you mean by extras? Every vendor, or are you able to say what was your least favorite keyboard to build? My least favorite ever on the face of this planet was the... What was that keyboard again? The TET, was it called? The reversible one with those 13,000 different ribbon cables. Yes, this is a battery too, if you get the wireless version. The Tenant, that's what it was, the Tenant. That was my least favorite keyboard ever to build in the history of keyboards. Outside of keyboards that didn't assemble because of actual issues, it was the Tenant. Oh shit. Dude, this actually adds a bit more bass to it, which usually these longer gaskets do. Fuck, I really like this. Has all the fullness there, there's no hollowness. You can put foam in this and get a good sounding board too, 110%. Damn! Oh, dude, this might be the daily driver for the next little bit until we give it away. Again, sub 250 for something like this. This is really cool. Man, if they do somehow get this to be about 200 bucks, 220 even, I'd be over the moon. All right, well, damn. Okay, these are my favorite. Gasket beans come in second place now. What did Diego build his with? I have a weird feeling a plastic plate would not sound good for this keyboard, by the way. I think you have to go metal. Even if you're doing a foamy build, I don't think plastic's the way to go. Maybe foamy, but... Like, I'm pretty impressed by this. This has been a good experience. Outside of the PCB, or the plate not having, you know, layout capabilities. I also think you should avoid... This is kind of a miss, this one little mounting point here. I think it's a stupid mounting point. But I would avoid putting that on. Okay, I might have to change the build command. I'll change it for YouTube. But I'm assuming... Oh, TBS clack is probably the one we want to do here. Here, I'll put it in the stream command now. Give me 1 sec, I'll edit the command. I think this is the one we're probably going to have to follow. So 245. It seems like the only one that's actually starting up soon. I don't know if KBD fans will have this, or I don't know if any other vendors. It looks like TBS Clack will have it soon. It says it starts in 2 days. So if you guys want it, just hit !build in the Twitch chat. But again, 245 for this. I think that's insanity, dude. Alright, so next up, mounting wise, I want to try that spring mount thing. How does this work? Not going to tell you there, huh? Spring capsule. I guess I'll have to figure this out on my own. There's an aluminum plate. I just didn't get an aluminum plate. I got copper. What the hell are all these? This looks... Are these actual springs or something? They are. Bruh. This is cool. Alright, this keyboard just keeps... It's the gift that keeps on giving. It's an actual spring. Now, I've never been a big fan of stuff like this in keyboards. I usually think these end up being a little over-engineered and kind of sound weird. But I really don't even know how this gets put together. I'm assuming these just sit like this in this. Okay, and then I guess this would just go on here. Like this. And then it just sits on top of that. Here, let me install a few and then we'll go. So these go into like a little pocket. The thicker side does. And they get put inside of the case here. Interesting. Like little top hats. Yeah, I am extremely curious on how this is going to sound. I've never seen anything like this. Well, I've seen variations of this. But it's been a little bit. Yeah, I might skip the spacebar. Well, I'll put it on for now, and then we'll go from there. It's pretty far away from the... Well, it's in line with the rest of it, but we'll see. Can you please drop the playlist? It is actually from Epidemic Sounds. I use them now. If you like this stuff, it's literally just jazz. This particular song is Roy Edwin's, and it's called Steamtown. I wanted something a little bit upbeat / not as crazy, but I've been listening to crazy music all morning. Alright. I guess that's it for now. There's an extra one here. Yeah, that's it. So now we can put all these guys in with the little holes going down. It kind of does sound like Cuphead stuff, huh? Yeah, like I said, I'm not feeling well at all today. Like, I feel sluggish. I feel very tired. My throat is burning. So I'm just happy to just be relaxing right now with you guys. Building, admittedly, a really cool keyboard. Okay, so... Now this just goes... That's cool. Ah, I can already tell I do not like this mount. Oh, you know what? Hold on. The top frame definitely added something to that. It's a little bit more refined. You guys see the movement on this? How uniform that is? Okay, I do want to remove the spacebar though. I can, well, actually I don't know if this is going to make a huge difference. Yeah, this is really punching out the top end of what this keyboard sounds like. But I will say I'm happy. 3 out of the mounting styles so far sound different. Okay, this definitely adds too much of a metallic-y noise for my tastes. This is the best feeling mount. This is actually really nice. It is extremely bouncy though. It is not a very smooth bouncy though. Like if you're pressing in on it, you can kind of feel some of those springs kind of they have some grit to them. I'm impressed. This also sounds pretty good. I think I like this second best. I prefer the full gaskets, but this is nice. What are these ones? Let's put some of this stuff away. I'm going too crazy right now. Sounds good, Blue. Stay cute, Alex. Please. No you, bro. No you. This is a cool board, man. This is neat. All right, so next up on the list here, I guess we'll remove all these first. Yeah, the 7U support thing is kind of pisses me off, I'm not gonna lie. I don't know why they just didn't bother putting a 7U plate as a stock thing. I mean, realistically, if you really love the board, an extra few dollars being thrown at a custom plate that they're providing the files for anyways isn't the end of the world, but I mean, it's still an added cost that you need to consider, you know what I mean? Which isn't fun for anyone. There's 4, Rappa. There's 4, dude. So we got one more. The last one's pretty interesting too. It's a bottom mount. This might sound like ass. I've never had good experiences with bottom mount. I think you can remove some of the central suspensions if you want more give, similar to the CP01, which is really cool. I like the fact that this is all pretty modular feeling. I'm thoroughly impressed by this board. Again, it's quite the project. Yeah, I would also spend an extra few bucks if they had optional plates. Like, I just don't get. I mean, dude, realistically, they should have just included the plates. Oh, yeah, how does this work? So wait, how does this work? Fixed transverse bridges. Huh? Does this just sit? Hold on, how does this work? Oh, so it sits like that, but then do you put these in between? I see how this works. Uh-huh. Although, I would assume that you probably do it this way here. So these things stick upwards. Yeah. And then you slide them in. The song choice. Okay, do you guys want me to skip it? You guys want lo-fi or something, or you guys don't mind this music? Yeah, I think we do keep these upwards. So the little nubs should go upward. So I guess we have to screw all these in. So this is a bit more involved with this one. Oh boy. Okay, so we need a screwdriver for this. I'm glad I saved this one here for last. This is going to require some screwing in. Oh, planks. It was such a good experience, dude. I really, really enjoyed it. I think cherry stems in the SP stars were super nice. I feel like I'm in a 40s workshop with Mustache Man overalls working on my new key. I love, like, okay, I'm going to say this, but on YouTube you don't hear much of the music. Is it too low, guys? Did I have the music too low today? I thought it was, oops. I thought it was like a good volume. Maybe I do have it too low. It's normal? Okay, okay. I will say this though, guys, like for me, the joy of keyboards will always be just being able to build something and having fun with the process of building it. Conan, thank you so much for the tier 1. So a board like this, where I'm thoroughly enjoying the experience, I feel like this doesn't always happen. There are boards that I don't mind putting together. There are boards that kind of feel stale putting them together. But I think this is one of those boards where it nails some of the complexity with simplicity. Albeit there might be a bit of bias because this is the first time I've seen this kind of enclosure, how it just clicks out. Maybe that's just also making me starstruck here, but I think even the way the mounting installs, it's just very seamless feeling. You know, maybe case in point, it's a good thing to have a manual with a keyboard if it's going to be a little bit more involved. But this is one of those rare keyboards where I'm thoroughly enjoying the process. Just tuned in. How are things so far? What are your thoughts at this point? Thank you so much, Josh. I really appreciate that. My throat's killing me. I love this thing. I think Tech Bear killed this design. They did really, really, really good at making this whole board feel seamless to build, look good. The finishes are all great. The only miss of the board, like literally out of everything that they've done in this thing, is I don't know who thought offering the most basic plate ever was a good idea, but then having a fairly decent hot swap PCB here. Like, there's a lot of options, guys. I don't get why they decided to go that route. All right, so this just goes like this now, and then we just pop. Actually, how does this work? Oh, are you supposed to do this? Wait, how does this fit in nicely? I may have done this wrong. For some reason, I thought maybe we can install it a different way here, but it looks like maybe... Yeah, okay, you know what? Maybe we unscrew these and slide it on. Yeah, I think we have to put it on the PCB first. You're correct. I think I can manage to slide it into those ones, but I'll put these ones here on the PCB. Pretty simple though, only a few screws. Okay, perfect. Let's just do these first. Oh god, you guys hear my voice cracking basically? So bad, man. Actually, even this is pretty well thought of. These little mounts sit on the PCB part. That is pretty ingenious. And they kind of just slide in. They have these little like stopping points. Pretty nice. Bit bummed by the fake copper weight. I heard it's aluminum, but I can forgive them with the price point. I'm not even, hey, you know what? Honestly, I'm not even bummed about that. I think I am totally okay with at the 250 price point, 245, whatever they want to charge for this. Even if this is mainly aluminum, the finishes on this and just how good this sounds without anything else is, to me, acceptable. Okay, let's just slide that over and we can just put this in. Oh, what's causing our hang up here? There we go. I don't know if I'm gonna like this one here. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I don't think I'm gonna like this guy. This might be one of the few mounting styles that isn't my taste, but we'll see. This might be a foam mounting style. Thank you, Blaze. Yeah, they're the Wuche Arowanas or whatever they are. The red ones. But the space bar is a cherry switch. I have little hope for the bottom mount. I mean, this just screws in. Actually, you know what? Having this little bridge, I feel like it really isn't doing much. This little bridge it sits on. If the bridge was a different material, maybe. But the bridge is just metal. Would you consider your top 3 preferred mounts and your least? Oh, well, I think that truly varies from keyboard to keyboard. That's a tough one to just say, like, right out, right off the bat, off the noggin type thing. But I think, like, the safest option I've ever seen is just gasket, no ring. It's all right. I can already tell you I'm not too... So this is the bottom mount now. Oddly enough, this is making the board feel a bit plasticky. Or sound a bit plasticky. Listen, you guys can like this. You guys can disagree with me. I don't really like this mounting style. I think this feels too stiff for me. And a bit plasticky, oddly. Even though this is not plastic. Like, this is a copper plate. I will say it's not resonant or anything, which is fantastic, but yeah, not my cup of tea. Have a mod sound. I preferred the other 3 by a long shot. I think the best mounting style were those springs. I might have to reinstall these today. Other than that, though, guys, it's a nice board. I am liking this keyboard a butt ton. I think this is really, really good. They nailed this whole thing. So again, takeaways from this would strongly encourage them strongly to reconsider the plates. Maybe it's too late. I don't know. I don't know if this is going to be an in-stock sale. Ooh, the medicine is making me groggy. Bottom mount, not really my thing. Could be your thing. Maybe it'll sound better with foam. Maybe it'll be more of a foamy sound signature. Maybe the plastic plate with the bottom mount will sound the best. The copper, I really like all 3 mounting styles with the exception of the bottom mount. So 304, fantastic. Installation, super good. I think this board is knocking it out of the park for me. Now, this is a long shot, but let me see if we'll load up any programs. Or do I need a JSON file? They didn't give me one, so. Yeah, not loading up. It doesn't even detect NVIDIA. Oh, because I probably need to. Oh, maybe it didn't. Maybe this pogo pin didn't connect, which is probably another problem here. Maybe the bottom mount didn't allow us to connect the pogo pin. No, it didn't. Okay, well, I can't really check this right now, can I? All right, so that's another problem that potentially could pop up with the bottom mount here is you're going to need to make sure this locks in place first. Bit of a shame. I'll take this apart later and figure that out. I'm going to do a longer review on this because I think this deserves a longer review. This is a pretty cool project. Again, only mounting style I didn't like was the bottom. Unfortunate. Fair Very stiff since it's tight without much give. Yeah. So guys, I like this one. I like this one here a lot. Look at the bottom one more time. That cool finish on the weight there. I don't know if the visual style will be for everyone, but I think even though it's a little bit more like wacky, I think it's kind of fun. Like in a good way, it's kind of wacky, you know what I mean? I'm gonna drink some more tea here. My throat's killing me. Wacky in a good way, guys. Alright though, guys. I'm going to go rest up a bit more. We have another stream tomorrow, and then we're doing one the day after. So I think I'm going to go rest my vocal cords a little bit more today. I'm sorry, guys, that I wasn't as energetic today. I tried my best. I hope you guys still enjoyed the stream. I really do. Feel better? Thank you, Shikigami. Great board. Thank you, Tat. It turned out pretty good. Top piece reminds me of Key Cult Raw finishes. Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to go make myself some more ginger lemon tea. I think I need some. Thank you, guys. I really appreciate you guys being here and the support you guys give. I seriously love you guys. Thank you. Discord sub channel? Will do. I'll check it here after this. I might go lay down for a little bit, and then I'm going to make myself tea, and then just hang out. Let's go find someone to raid, guys. Let's go raid. Let's go raid Kinlan Win. Oops. Alright, you guys have a good one. Love you guys. Appreciate you guys all. I'll talk to you guys very, very soon. Take care. If you guys are feeling under the weather too, I feel you. Bye, everyone. Love you guys, and good night.